But California's curriculum shows what really happens.
Vote Yes adds, using cases from other states to claim Maine schools will teach gay marriage if the law is allowed to stand. The Vote No side, claiming gay marriage opponents are trying to harm kids and make them feel bad. Is this issue really about schools?
This will be taught in school. This new form of marriage will be taught to young students, very young students, that this is what marriage is really all about. A lot of people have heartburn with that.
It is entirely not the issue. The other side is trying to use schools and education, we believe, as a scare tactic.
So what's the truth? Well, the Maine Department of Education says the gay marriage law would not force anything to be taught in Maine schools.
It has no effect whatsoever in the classroom. We have nothing in Maine education law or in education regulations that even mentions marriage or even refers, indirectly to marriage.
But Department spokesman David Connerty-Marin says marriage can be talked about or taught in the classroom, and it can happen now.
There's nothing in Maine's standards that requires or encourages teaching on that topic, and there's nothing that prohibits it either. Could an English class be reading a piece of literature that might deal with that? Sure, and then it's up to local school boards to create and approve local curricula, which may or may not deal with that issue.
And beyond that, the impact on schools depends on your point of view. Brian Souchet of Vote Yes says some teachers already use books or videos that talk about gay families. He says if the law passes, there will be more.
And if that happens,
yes,
what's the harm?
If
it's the law,
you have to ask people who believe that homosexual marriage is not marriage. Okay? The issue here is that families have a right to teach their kids their morals and their values. And any family that has an objection to this, we have to respect those families too. And you have to respect what they want to be taught to their kids in public schools.
But over at the No on One campaign, Jesse Connolly sees something very different.
The opposition trying to essentially say that when you talk about diversity, when you talk about what your family looks like, that somehow is a bad thing.
And what about those claims the Vote Yes folks want to harm kids? Connolly stands by them.
You don't believe they want to hurt kids, do you?
We do. If they're trying to create this atmosphere that kids should feel ashamed about what their families look like.
Vote Yes campaign manager Mark Muddy calls that claim of harming kids highly offensive. But it's clearly not the end of it. Both sides say we can expect to hear more about kids and schools as Maine debates gay marriage. In Portland, Don Kerrigan, News Center.